celeb among celebs, leader of Big Bang, GDragon is planning a comeback.
Wow.
Officially. It's not just rumors. Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, Dkdktv.
Lots of
hot ass tea.
First off,
another Korean video beats Despacito on YouTube as the #1 spot of the most viewed YouTube video.
It is my least favorite song in the world. And second news, we have the King of K-pop coming back. He is ready for the world officially. So guess who it is? And last
but not least, SM's new AI group, or whatever you want to call it, AESPA is finally unveiled and their debut date is confirmed.
Okay, and on to the first news.
Another Korean video beats Despacito and takes away the #1 spot on YouTube. So since August 2017, Despacito by Luis Fonsi and featuring Daddy Yankee took the spot of Psy's Gangnam Style. Well, actually, Wiz Khalifa's See You Again, that already surpassed Gangnam Style at that time. As of filming time, Despacito currently has 7,039,000,000 views. Despacito is followed by Ed Sheeran's Shape of You and Wiz Khalifa's See You Again. Gangnam Style has actually dropped to the #8 spot. But on November 2nd, another South Korean song climbed up to the top. Guess what it is?
I don't want to guess.
Okay, it's not BTS nor Blackpink, to your surprise. It's actually the Baby Shark Dance, the children's song recorded by the South Korean company Pinkfong. And Baby Shark gained more than 7.04 billion views, surpassing Despacito. That's crazy.
Babies like YouTube.
Baby Shark was released in June 2016 as a part of the series of Pinkfong nursery rhymes, and it became a global viral hit with its catchy melody and addictive lyrics. Baby Shark.
It's gonna give me nightmares. I hate that song.
I thought you liked it.
No, I don't.
Anyways, at one point the song was featured on global music charts such as Billboard. It was ranked 32 and also on the UK's top album chart, official charts. And experts analyzed that there was a sudden surge in the views due to COVID because kids were trapped at home and they were streaming and constantly dancing to it.
Oh my god, what a nightmare.
And other than that, kids songs in general have no language barrier and they're universal, so that was analyzed as another reason for Baby Shark to climb up. Kim Min-seok, the president of Smart Study, an educational startup in Korea, also the owner of Pinkfong itself.
Oh wow, rich guy.
And Baby Shark, he showed thanks to everybody who showed support or enjoyed Baby Shark, and stated that they would try to develop more diverse entertainment songs like these for global fans. Now they have fans. I guess the babies
they have 7 billion people watch it. Obviously, have fans.
So while K-natives were excited about this news, on the contrary, some pointed out that this song was actually plagiarized and copied from an American song called Baby Shark itself from a person called Johnny Only. Johnny Only and Pinkfong actually went into court for a legal dispute about this issue. However, Baby Shark was known originally as an American traditional nursery rhyme that has no copyright. Thus, Pinkfong is arguing that the reinterpretation of a nursery rhyme is not copyright infringement.
Which I agree with.
Okay, but if you do compare the two, like, you know, Johnny Only's version, it's really similar.
Well,
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do.
Well, there's copyright to the composition and then copyright to the recording, and I think.
Anyways, my question is not about that, but my question is, after Latin pop and now K-pop hitting globally, will it be kid pop?
Well, Baby Shark, I just learned about this morning. Apparently, they have a musical. They have a musical. That's on air.
It's OSMU. It's spreading out
in America and also in Korea as well. So I'm kind of surprised that this Baby Shark universe has expanded to the extent of a musical.
I mean, it's a shark family, so there's all types of sharks.
I don't know. Like, if you look at the top viewed YouTube videos, there's usually a lot of kid stuff, and that's because I think kids, they have the ability to consume the same thing over and over again without getting bored. So Yeah, I think kids songs will always be in the top list. I don't know if I want another Baby Shark, honestly, but it'll be there.
The thing about Korean kids songs though, or Korean kids animation, like I don't know why, but like the subject is always so weird. Like sharks, they're pretty ferocious creatures. They're like carnivores and stuff.
Sharks haven't always a big character among kids.
Okay, sharks are okay, but
Finding
like
Nemo.
larva,
Yeah.
So
There's Bugs Life.
okay,
Yeah.
but not larva. But
There's like Ratatouille. All
okay.
sorts of weird shit. Anyway.
Next news. So the king of K-pop is finally and officially getting ready to come back. Singer-songwriter, the fashion icon, arguably the most famous idol in Korea, celeb among celebs, leader of Big Bang, GDragon is planning a comeback.
Wow.
Officially. It's
Wow.
not just rumors, it's official.
Crazy.
So last October 2019, when GDragon finished his military service, he signed with YG again, along with the Big Bang members as well, and hinted a future comeback. Fans got extremely excited about that, but however, due to COVID, their first comeback stage that was planned on Coachella got canceled and thus missed their first opportunity to perform. And ever since, nothing. Despite that, recently there has been rumors that GDragon has been making his own music, and reporters decided to dig into it. And according to Hangyeong.com, they asked YG Entertainment directly about GDragon's comeback, and got an answer. YG Entertainment staff stated that GDragon is currently working on music. Short statement, but
No shit.
yeah, hardcore.
What is he doing?
Yeah, this statement clarified that GDragon is going to come back in the near future.
There's no date?
No date.
Okay.
He's
well,
working
that's
on
the point.
music. He's working on music.
Okay, so he's not like lying
He's not
down
retired.
napping. Okay.
This is going to be a comeback in 3 years ever since GD's solo album Kwonjiong.
Oh, that's a
and
great album.
if you put standards into Big Bang, it's going to be a comeback in 2 years after Flower Road. And the question is, what do you think GD's comeback will be like? What's the concept going to be like? Will it be a Big Bang comeback? Nobody knows. So
Whatever it is, I think this will be one of the most anticipated K-pop releases in history.
Oh, in history.
Right.
Why? What's your reasoning?
Well, so first of all, I mean Big Bang, GDragon, he's like
a legend.
a living legend. He's like Michael Jordan,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care whatever you say about all the other artists. They're all great. Like BTS, I'm sure like we're gonna get comparisons and people saying like, oh my god, like no, BTS.
Let's not
is the
even
GOAT.
mention them here. This
this
news is about GDragon himself.
GDragon is a GOAT or the GOAT, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But he hasn't released an album in a while, 3 years. And also during those 3 years,
There's been a lot
Big
of
Bang has basically just gone through total hell. Like this has been probably the roughest 3 years of
hasn't been exactly
of
a
a
flower
K-pop
road.
artist.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever he comes out with, it'll be have to be a banger, and it'll probably contain all the emotions that he felt the past 3 years. So I think people are really, really curious to see what he has to say after all the shit that he went through.
I don't know if you mean by banger like just a hit or like a mainstream pop song.
Not a mainstream pop song. I'm thinking more like it'll have some sort of shock effect.
Oh, okay.
It'll
experimental then?
Maybe not experimental in the sense of sounds, but in the sense that like he'll shock people with the messages. Maybe. I think that's what people are expecting now from
some kind of shock.
GDragon. Yeah.
For me, like I kind of agree. I think GDragon has kind of graduated that K-pop realm, and he's now
he's not K-pop anymore.
Yeah, he's pursuing his own artistic career. He's doing Pieces -1 and collabs with Nike and stuff. Going to Paris all the time. So I feel like if he's gonna come back with his music, it's not gonna be K-pop style at all. Like Kwonjiong itself was very outside of K-pop.
Right.
I feel like this comeback is even going to be more thicker in that kind of artistic feel, and it's going to be some kind of sound that we haven't heard of before. So,
But what if he comes out with like super
fantastic
K-pop?
baby band.
No, not even that. Like a super fourth gen K-pop.
Oh, really? Like Tomorrow by Together.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
What if he comes out with something like
80s.
that?
Maybe he might go into the Billboard charts as well.
Uh,
Maybe he might move into more popish stuff. Like we
I
don't know.
I
Whatever
don't think so.
whatever direction he
I don't
takes.
think he'll take a pop route.
Yeah, me neither.
I
But
don't think he's
but-
interested in that.
I'm just saying, whatever he does, it's going to be applauded.
Yes.
And
Next news. AESPA is fully unveiled and their debut day has been revealed. So AESPA is SM Entertainment's new girl group. They have 4 members and they were all revealed last week. aespa features Korean members Karina, Winter, as well as Chinese members Ningning and Japanese member Giselle. This seems like a pretty ordinary international K-pop group, you know, with these different members. But what shocked fans the most was the introduction of Karina, which is an AI virtual avatar of the real member Karina, and this was introduced in a video titled My Karina, where the real member Karina, interacted with a 3D modeled rendition of herself, and they were communicating with each other through this system called Sync. And
SYNK, not SYNC.
And according to the video, their bond will grow as time goes. Now, not much has been revealed regarding the Avatar members, but it seems highly likely that not only Karina, but each member will have their own version of themselves in 3D. And many are also speculating that these avatars will be featured on stage in performances,
Right.
and will also be featured in a lot of offline interactions. Now there are a lot of possibilities on how SM will pull this off. Most notably holograms. They have used holograms a lot before. The 2015 musical called School Oz, which was fully done in holograms. It featured SM artists. You can see it in the SM Town top floor. I think SM has refined this technology and they're very used to it, but a problem is that a hologram takes a long time to set up. They require very specific stage dimensions. So not all stages can fit a hologram.
Right.
Another possibility would be the use of projection mapping, which basically is shooting video via projectors onto walls, onto objects.
Yeah.
You've seen this before.
Right.
It's not as realistic as holograms, but the use of projection mapping could be implemented easily with less restrictions. Essentially, you could pretty much use it anywhere and it won't be a problem. So that's the 2 viable options, I think. And the reaction to aespa's reveal of AI members have been pretty mixed, as with anything new. Most notable
Chaos and terror.
Right, it's chaos and terror. People are scared of AI and computers.
the
Skynet
future.
is taking over, and a community, K-pop community that I look at, the Coup, they stated that maybe SM has lost their touch. They're going a little too far with the 3D concept. I mean, SM is known for their concepts, like for example NCT. They have the 무한동력 concept.
Neoculture technology.
Infinite. I don't know what you say in English, but basically, new members. Whenever they
rotation
wanted,
system
right?
or
Rotation
whatever,
system,
yeah.
which kind of failed. Honestly, the fans hated it. That's why it failed.
Right. This member
They're just
deserves
adding new
more.
members. They can't graduate members.
Right.
But anyway, SM has been known to experiment, and a lot of people think that the NCT system was not as successful as SM had planned out to be, and they're worried that this is getting even more crazy, right? They're
the
more
AI
experimental.
stuff. Okay.
So, yeah, there's a lot of mixed feelings. Now, I want to ask you, what do you think is the motive behind SM Entertainment's aespa concept?
Well, definitely, I think a part of SM Isuman's ego took a part.
Right, like he's obsessed with AI.
Yeah, he's
Yup.
obsessed with AI, but I think he's also obsessed on being the first in the industry. He's always
Yeah.
been that frontier or pioneer figure in the K-pop industry. Brought the Japanese idol training system, and he's always been first. He was the establishment. He was the founder of K-pop and the whole thing itself right now. So I feel like he's reading a lot of books. He's going to a lot of conventions, hearing like Samsung CEOs and Elon Musk these days, and they're all into AI. And he must have figured out, oh, the future is AI. So why not attach it to K-pop?
Tesla to Karina.
Karina. But yeah, that's his field. Like, you know, he's attaching AI to K-pop, and AI is going to be prevalent in the future. So I feel like he's doing an early investment, and he's one of the early adapters, and the public always adapts.
I mean,
later,
we gotta make things clear. I don't know how much AI is involved, honestly, because AI refers to some sort of intelligence, some sort of learning capability of this Karina.
Well, if
or
they
whatever.
have conversations, I would call that AI.
It could be
because it has
scripted.
an
If it's scripted, it's not AI. It's
well,
a scripted
yeah,
sequence.
yeah, there should be a programmer behind that, and there should be an algorithm and all that.
그 중에서도 AI 기술의 발달로 개개인에게 특화된 아바타들이 탄생해서
I don't want to call it AI. I want to call it avatars.
Okay, avatars, yeah.
And I want to say like this is nothing new. KDA.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
love
SM was
KDA. very inspired by KDA.
Also, we have cyber 가수 Adam. We actually have a video. I did a video on him.
If you want to go back,
It's like a 90s, like late 90s, early millennium artist that only existed in 3D. That was back then when like people thought computers were the future. I mean, they are the future,
yeah,
but
now we have smartphones.
but go look it up in the link above. It failed, obviously, because the number one problem at that time was the 3D modeling technology was very expensive.
Shit, yeah.
It was shit and it was very expensive. I mean, at that time, people didn't think of Adam as shit. They thought, oh my god, look at this realism.
It was one of those like 3D animations dancing in the noraebangs, you know, the screen.
Oh, okay. Now you in retrospect, but at that time, man, at that time, and also I gotta say, if you think that's shit, I also honestly kind of think Karina didn't look too hot.
The fact that you're actually trying to think Avatar is hot or not is kind of, you know.
I mean, hot as in no, not hot as in
Danny into
not hot as in sexy. I mean, hot as in like it didn't look
Trendy?
too good.
Yeah.
It didn't look too good. Like if
Cutting
you look
edge.
at KDA, their animation,
Oh,
their
yeah.
art style is
Right.
amazing. It's
Right.
amazing.
That is a masterpiece.
I mean, we can't compare it to KDA because they're made by Riot.
and also
And
we
they
don't have
make
any-
games. That's what they do. SM, this is their first attempt. But at the same time, like the character doesn't really look that great in terms of like the graphic detail or the design itself.
Yeah, well,
I'll be honest.
all we've seen is an interview video so far, so who knows what we'll see in the actual music video and the actual concerts and stuff. I'm sure SM is preparing a lot
yeah.
and investing a lot on this, so
Yeah.
let's not be too early to judge, but definitely it's going to be compared to KDA,
Right.
and KDA is a high standard.
And here's another K-pop history lesson. You know, BTS actually backdanced for virtual hologram Vocaloids.
Oh, okay.
There was a Korean Vocaloid named CU right before BTS debuted. CU, a Korean Vocaloid, it's like a hologram singing, like Hatsune Miku, was voiced by Glam's leader named Tahi. Glam, you guys know, is Big Hit and Source Music's girl group, right? So I guess they needed back dancers. so on CU's stage, BTS's, I think Jimin and Suga and RM and I think there were 4 members. They back danced. They were dancing for this vocal.
Okay, that's nice. Good early experience.
Yeah. AESPA. I'm looking forward to it. Just as a fan of K-pop, I love these kind of new experiments.
Okay.
And I think SM, among the big companies, they're the most experimental.
Yeah.
I give them very
They
much
go
credit.
out of the box.
So I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm kind of worried that they'll probably drop this Avatar thing within a year or 2.
I don't think so. They've already established the concept, and it's gonna go
I
at
mean,
least for
EXO
7 years.
still
So
does-
they're gonna push it.
Is EXO still using superpowers?
Well, that was just concept. That was-
This is a concept too. I think this
well,
is just one of those things.
This is the foundation of this group, and
I mean,
they actually introduced
the rotating
the
members were the foundation of NCT guess what? They threw that out the window. Super Junior was supposed to be
Okay,
a
but
graduation
I feel
system.
like-
they threw that out the
I
window.
feel like
concepts don't mean shit.
presence-wise, this is big, and this is gonna be the core of this group. And, like announcing this member as a member and all that kind of stuff, I feel like this is gonna go for a long time. And even if they don't continue with this concept, I feel like Lee Sun-man has this roadmap in his head regarding like AI.
AI
And new technology, AR and stuff. So definitely he's gonna continue to pursue.
One thing that's great about this is that it'll make more money.
Oh yeah, yeah.
like
in this COVID era, like it's the perfect tech. It's the perfect way to present. You know.
Right, and the members don't have to work.
Uh-huh.
They can just send the AI avatars. no, this is
Yeah,
what they're doing
Yeah.
because they don't have to rest. They never have to like sleep or eat food.
Yeah.
They require very little maintenance other than creating new content. And C, they will never be in controversies
Yeah.
unless the program them to.
and the users or the audience exploit them in a
I mean,
very
I'm sure
weird
they're going to
way.
be very
And,
much exploited.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of creepy stuff going on in the internet, but that's always been the internet.
I
so,
can see a lot of Skyrim mods.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to AESPA Black
too.
Mamba, November 17th.
I'm all for new stuff in K-pop.
And that's it for DK News. We'll talk more about AESPA in detail on our DK News after show, patreon.com/DkDKTV. The time is here below, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.